Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and Char Vision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Char Vision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is Char Vision.
Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and today is October 20th, 2023. And how are you, Tony?
I am good and ready for some candy for Halloween.
Oh, I thought, but you lost so much weight.
Well, I actually won't eat it. I just chew it and spit it back out.
No, then your teeth will go bad.
I know, right?
You won't get fat. So, anyway, I am very excited because our guest tonight wrote a book called, I think it's called Canine Spirit Guides. And yeah, Canine Spirit Guides. And her name is Heather Leigh Strom. And Heather, can you put her on? There you go. Heather, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Char. I'm really looking forward to chatting with you.
Thank you. Me too. And I told Sunny that we have a lady who understands about dogs being spirit guides, but I wasn't exactly sure your process. So could you explain about, is it the dog being a spirit guide, or is it a spirit guide that comes through your dog?
The dogs provide us access to intergalactic versions of them. So that is their spirit guide that connects with humanity through our dogs.
Right, because because dog spelled backwards is God. So there's something to that, right?
Yeah, I suppose there is. Yeah. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I always think that. And they know unconditional love.
Oh yeah, because that's all divine source is unconditional love.
Right. So explain how that works, or how you figured this out.
Well, it just kind of hit me over the head. I started having a spiritual awakening during COVID lockdown, and I just knew something was happening. And I put this story in my book, so I don't want to give it away. It's
okay,
very specific thing happened, and it's unique, that I guarantee you has happened to nobody else. And that sort of opened the window. That was my call to arms. Everybody was activated. All the guys were brought into place, and I started a new journey where I started to evolve. And by the beginning of 2022, I was told to write a book. Now, at this point, I didn't meditate. I wasn't spiritual. I was a physical therapist. I was very embodied in the physical body. And so I went through this whole transformation where all of a sudden I was meditating. And by probably August of 2022, I was channeling these entities. I had started writing the book in March of 2022, thinking it was just about dogs, the dogs that I've had, because I was a dog trainer, a dog breeder. I competed with my dogs in 3 different dog sports, plus I was a professional dog trainer. So I had a history with dogs, and I started training dogs when I was 4.
Well, so, I also read that you had a difficult childhood and an abusive father, and so you had to depend on your dog for comfort, right?
Yes. My dogs were my world, and I had a lot of trauma, and so I was not able to effectively sort of integrate into society. So my dogs were my shield. And this carried on through adulthood. I struggled through adulthood to try and heal myself, to try and find a way to communicate with people, because I was lacking those skills. And I just felt really unsafe being myself. So as I was writing the book, I
Mhm.
didn't know that the book was about canine guides. I thought it was just about my dogs. And all of a sudden the canine guides started healing me through the writings. As each time I did a meditation, it was a healing session. They just started showing me all this stuff that needed to be healed, and they just healed it. It was a massive transformation every time I went in for a meditation. And each time they healed me, my channel opened more and more and more. So not only was I hearing them, I was seeing them, I was feeling them, and just everything just opened up.
Mhm.
So that's kind of how I learned about them. I mean, I what they've told me is that I've always been their caregiver and their spokesperson. I just was lost. I wasn't meant to know it until now.
Mhm. Oh, right. Because everything has its time and place.
Yeah.
And so explain how that works with the dogs. Explain how the energy works with the dogs.
So the dog that you might have in your life will be carrying with it the energy of a particular spirit guide, depending on what you require in your life at that moment. And there's
Mhm.
over 50 spirit guides. I haven't met them all. The book is about the first four. They call themselves the core four.
Right.
Um, but each guide has their own message, their own meaning, their own energy that they're trying to share with you, and their
Mhm.
own healing that they're trying to facilitate coming through. And
Mhm.
that's activated by your own soul, your own soul's purpose, the direction your soul wants to go. So they're working in conjunction with your divine soul, and they're
Mhm.
straight divine healing energy. So they heal very, very fast, as
Mhm.
witnessed by myself.
Mhm.
And I use their energies with my clients. I channel these the canine guides in for my clients for healing sessions, and they're incredibly powerful, incredibly powerful.
So
But
you don't have to have a dog to have this guidance, right?
right, 75% of my clients don't have dogs. So that's not a limitation. You know, they will work with you through your dog, but if you want the healing and you don't have a dog, you can still get the healing of the canine guides.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And what do they look like?
Well, the core four, I've got a couple behind me here. They identify with a conjoined version of a dog and an animal spirit. Yeah, yeah,
Like
that's my favorite one.
that's
Yeah, and she's on the cover. Yeah.
she's beautiful.
So
What's her name?
so that's Oregon. Oregon.
Oregon.
She's a higher level guide. She's a third level guide, and what she does is she connects you to your divine soul by removing the masks that you hide behind.
Ooh.
So she's incredibly powerful, very distinctive. She identifies with the Basenji and the Black Panther. So those are some pretty
She looks like a
powerful.
Black Panther. Half of her is a Black Panther.
Yeah, that's her image. She's the Basenji and the Black Panther.
Wow.
So yeah, I haven't had too many people to get to that level yet. So
Oh,
it's a real honor when I get to work with her, because a lot of people have to spend time more on the first two levels before they get to that third level and get to work with her.
are you
So
still a physical therapist? Are you still doing physical therapy?
I'm winding down on that. I'm closing that office at the end of this month, and I'm only working with my virtual healing clients at that point. So
Wow.
that's been a massive transition. I spent 30 years as a physical therapist. So,
Wow. Well, maybe this is like not as hard on your body now.
right. It's much better for my body this way, for
Yeah,
sure.
maybe you're just being guided and protected. It's, the next chapter for you.
Yes.
That's more peaceful for your body.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. That's really pretty amazing. It's really. And so what trans can you give us an example of a transformation that somebody's had working with you like this? And by the way, how does someone get a hold of you? Oh, there you are up there. It's Heather Leigh Strom, heatherleastrom.com. Okay.
Yes, heatherleastrom.com. And I do have a YouTube channel. I have my own show every other Tuesday where I
Oh, how
go
great.
through the channeled messages that they send me, and we deep dive into those channeled messages and give real life examples of what they mean. And sometimes I have guests on to help illustrate the
Oh,
messages
wow.
too. Um, so a real life example of a client. Um, I had this client I worked with one time that when I read her energy, I was told that she was going to be working with Oscar, and Oscar is he's a masculine energy, and he
Oh,
resonates with the
beautiful.
black and tan coonhound and the lion. So he's
Mhm,
all about embracing your own voice
mhm,
and having the ability, having the courage to be yourself and to speak up for yourself and to watch out for yourself.
mhm,
And he watches over you and holds you until you have the courage to heal this for yourself and to
mhm,
speak for yourself, activate your voice. So I had this client I was working with, and he came through in her reading. And then when I met with her to explain the offerings that he had for her in that session, to
mhm,
me, I didn't understand it because she looked very masculine to me. And so I couldn't understand the message I had received. I
mhm,
didn't understand the meaning based on what I was seeing in front of me.
mhm,
But as I delivered the offering that he had for her, she was in tears because she had been struggling with her voice. She had
oh,
not been speaking up for herself. And
uh-huh.
so during the healing portion of the session, what these guides do is they come in,
Mhm,
usually one at a time, but I have seen them work two at a time. He comes in energetically, and he removes the blockage. He removes the part of you that is holding you back, that's unhealed, that needs to be healed and removed. He does that. They do that for you. And while they're doing that, I'm describing what I'm seeing. And so the client oftentimes is feeling it.
mhm,
And so he's working around her throat, and he actually ends up working all of her meridians, which I never thought. I've never seen them do that in a
mhm,
single session, but each session is different, and completely rewired her. She was so out of it for like 2 days trying to assimilate all of the changes, but
mhm,
she really felt the difference in her ability to just stay in her own energy
mhm,
and collectively and calmly speak what
mhm,
she had to share without
mhm.
having ownership in what anybody else thought
And
about
she
it.
could use her voice now
Yeah, she could use
and
her
and
voice.
and stick up for herself.
Yeah, not in an ego way,
No,
that's not what they're
in
about,
a
but
protective way. In a
yeah,
protective
yeah, in a loving, balanced
way.
way, which is really hard for all of us, for many of us to be able
Mhm.
to do that. Um, so it usually is a very
And,
powerful
and
healing.
so do you kind of go in a trance?
No, I do the prep work beforehand. I sit with their energy. I find out what guides coming through. I kind of get a download of what the session's going to be like.
Right,
Um, because I can be both places at the same time, here and there.
right.
Um, and then when I meet with a client virtually, like this on Zoom, then I can just share what I downloaded. And
Mhm.
then when we go into the healing session, it's just like a guided meditation, is kind of what it's
Right,
like. I
right.
just I'm doing the meditation, but I'm not in a trance. I'm very coherent. I know what's going on. So I'm kind of monitoring what's happening with the client, on the camera to make sure they're
So, I mean, so you've
okay.
always been a healer
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
you were a physical therapist, or you are, and you're healing spiritually and you're helping people. Do you get rid of any negative things that may be around people?
You mean like energies or anything like that?
Yeah, like if people are hanging on to something that's not healthy for them or
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, self-defeating beliefs and
Mhm.
Oh yeah. That's a big part of it actually, because the trauma just draws that in and circulates it. You know, so the trauma has to be healed so there's that tape in your head can quiet.
Right, because they were dysfunctional in their lives for whatever. Their parents were abusive or whatever, their
Yeah.
husbands or wives, whatever. And so I see that so you're releasing that dark side that's holding them back.
Yeah, they don't like light and dark. They it's a blockage.
It's a blockage.
It's a
Okay, so it's
blockage.
not light and
Yeah.
dark, it's like a blockage.
Yeah, it's just a blockage. It's something that it's something that's occupying your soul space. So when you have a negative energy or you have a negative experience
Right,
or karma, that's what that does is that occupies your soul space or a space where your soul can no longer occupy. So it
right.
has to be removed from the energetic field so the soul can come back. So when your soul comes back, there's no room for what we just expunged, right?
Wow.
So
That's
that's what's important. That's also another key factor of how they work, because when I work with them, I record the meditation part,
yeah.
and that's their homework. They take that home and they work with that for the next 2 weeks to make
Mhm.
sure that they don't inadvertently draw that back in, right?
Mhm.
Because they're so used to it being there. We
Right,
don't want them searching for it and bringing it back.
right. So you help them release it.
Yes, they do that right there on the spot. It's absolutely released from their energetic field, and then it's up to them to be okay in that space and not want to regress.
Are all of these guys canine that you're working with? They're all
Yes,
canine.
yes.
What about like coyotes or
Well, they're animal spirits. I might have some animal spirits that come in because
yeah.
some of these are panthers, a lot of feline families in these guides,
Mhm.
they um, but they connect with us through the dogs. So they themselves are not all dogs, except half of them is a dog breed,
Right, I
and the
see.
other half,
Right, is
yeah,
something else.
yeah. So it could be a
Like the
turtle,
like the panther.
yeah. So the other half could be a turtle. It could be a wasp. You know,
You,
that's
you know,
really up to their discretion
you know,
because that's based on the energy they want to share.
whoever did your artwork is really great.
He is. I put his name on the book. I can't remember. He's in Romania. Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
He did there. Tony just put it up. He did
Yeah,
do an amazing job. I
and
mean,
he captured the essence of each guide
I
perfectly.
I was thinking
Perfectly.
that like he was so intuitive
Yeah,
and
he doesn't
so
even know it.
perceptive.
He doesn't even know it. Um, yeah, when and I didn't give him any detail. I just told him the two animals I needed put together, and he did it. So, and in the book, there's actually a very specific description of exactly the essence that picture is meant to portray. And if
Uh-huh.
you look at the picture, when you read that part of the book, you'll go, wow, because it absolutely does.
And and do these guides tell you where they where their energy is from? Like if they lived other lifetimes, if they
You
I
mean
mean
the guide's energy
yeah,
or the
yeah,
person?
the guide's energy.
Yeah. What's really magical, you'll appreciate this. When
Yeah.
I connected with this is Anthea, the first dog, the first guide. When I
Right.
connected with her and I found out she was a golden retriever, I was a little disappointed because compared to the Basenji and the pug, the golden retriever is kind of boring because it's a really young breed. There's not a lot of history on this breed. And so I was
Right.
like, what's that about? Because,
But they're
the
so
others are so
sweet.
magical.
Right.
Well, so I sat with this guy. I said, okay, show me the magic in this breed, the golden retriever. She took me to another dimension and showed me where the golden retriever came from before it came through to this dimension.
Wow.
That was beautiful. Absolutely
Wow.
beautiful.
And where was the dimension?
It kind of looked like Andromeda. It was really tropical,
Uh-huh.
and she was kind of a Yoda creature in the forest,
Hmm.
and she levitated. And the people in that area would come to her as a Yoda
Hmm.
for training and insight and spiritual growth, and they would wander around the forest with her as she would teach them
Hmm.
that. And she was just this mystical creature, absolutely gorgeous. A lot of
That's
fairies around floating. It was just really, really
that's
magical place.
that's really like awesome. That sounds like an awesome place to be, and they took you there.
Yeah, yeah, they took me and they showed me. They did the same thing for the hound, because I thought he was boring too. And he's like a gargoyle creature, and it looked like maybe
Bring it closer to the, she's showing us pictures for those people who are listening to audio. So, okay, yeah, there. So, what is that? That's,
he's the lion and the black and tan coonhound.
yeah, the lion. That's amazing. That artist, he's incredible.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
illustrator is incredible.
yeah. And
And
he doesn't even know it.
no, because he's just so naturally intuitive and guided.
Yeah.
How can people, I know you can't tell all the stories because you want people to buy the book. So how can people purchase this book?
Well, it's for sale everywhere. Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's on audiobook, it's printed, it's on ebook. Um, and you can go to my webpage and it has a link to buy it, heatherleastrom.com.
HeatherLeeStrom.com.
And
Okay,
I recorded it
great.
myself. So you get all the frequency of the guides in the
And
recording
and
if you
you
do.
you work with people by
Yes.
Zoom.
Yes.
So, but
Yes.
you live in Indiana,
Uh-huh.
but you don't, do you see people in person as well? Or
I don't do this work in person because I need my own space when I'm doing it. So even if
right.
they're local, I still do it on Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
And do you have animals?
Yes. I have a little corgi. She's asleep right now because it's way past her bedtime. Gigi, Gigi. Yeah, she's all over my social media.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she likes to wave to everybody.
Well, you do a very special kind of healing that
Thank
I've
you.
never really heard about, but I'm very open to all kinds of different healing because I go to a healer and she does all kinds of energetic stuff.
Yeah.
And there's so much we don't know about. So thank you so much for teaching us this, for sharing this with us because we have many dog lovers and animal lovers that watch Char Vision. And
Yeah.
so I really appreciate you doing this. And if anyone wants to get a hold of you, they will go to heatherleestrom.com. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best with your book.
Thank
And
you.
I encourage people to buy it and because there's so much we have to learn about this.
Yeah. It's brand new information. So,
It's fascinating information and it's incredible, but it is another form of healing
yeah.
and it's I can tell it's pure because it comes from an unconditional place,
Yeah.
unconditional love,
Oh, yeah. And it's incredibly powerful. I mean, woof.
right?
It's,
It's
yeah.
yeah, it's amazing that you really weren't into any of this stuff and
No,
all of a sudden boom, it just came upon you.
it did. It just flipped me upside down.
It's amazing. Well, you're chosen and you chose it and it chose you. Well, thank you so much for being here. And
Thank you, Shar.
I'll look forward to reading the book.
All right. Thank you, Shar.
My
See you
pleasure.
guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
All
Be
right.
well.
Bye.
Wait, Sunny says thank you.
Bye, Sunny.
Say bye. Say bye-bye. Okay, wow. Tony,
Yes, man, that was good. I liked it. I liked it.
isn't it cool? She's like a pioneer in this because obviously she's just as surprised as we are about it.
Right?
it just came into her life.
And I love that. I love that when you see somebody create something that nobody's touched on yet.
But also that it's working. It's healing people and it's helping people. It's working. There's so many, like, we all have spirit guides, we all have guardian angels, that's for sure. But
Oh, for sure.
these ones that she works with, because she's so connected to animals, I think that that she's found a source to help with unconditional love and healing. Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
amazing.
Love it. And thank you for having her on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I they sent the office an email about her, and it just, I don't put that many people
No,
on.
I
That we
know.
get a lot of requests to be on the show, but I don't know, it just popped out at me and I thought this would be a good thing for everybody to learn about. Okay, so let's say the prayer of protection
Let's do it.
and then let's take some callers.
Woo woo.
We ask the universal consciousness and God that holds the highest spiritual power of knowledge, wisdom, and truth to guide and protect us as we communicate with our guides and angels in the spirit world and tap into the wisdom of the universe. We respect this opportunity and take full responsibility to use this not for ego or controlling others, but with the pure intention of spreading love and healing life on this earth and beyond. Anything that is in, near, around, or about us that is not of light, go back to where you came from and turn to light if you choose, but stay away from us. Okay.
All right. We're going to go into Virginia, not the lovely state of Virginia, in Williamsburg. So 757. Let's see who this is. You're on air with Char and Sunny.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I'm good. How are you? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I had a client today.
Hi, this is Ellen.
This is Ellen from Williamsburg, but I had a client today from Williamsburg.
Yeah, well, I just talked to you the other day. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, but I think somebody that you referred to me, or she referred you to me.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You talked to Kim.
I talked to Kim today.
Yes.
She's
she's
lovely, and I don't know if
talk to you.
Yeah, I don't know if I think she referred you, right?
Yes, she did. She referred you to me.
Yeah.
That's how I came across you, was through Kim.
That's crazy. Okay, well, it's a small world.
It is, I know.
It
really is. Yeah.
Because I don't do, I only do a couple readings a day because I want to be 1,000% for everybody. And she's lovely. I hope she liked her reading. You can ask her.
Oh, she's wonderful.
She's
just
fantastic.
Wonderful.
She's incredible. She's lovely. So
I haven't talked to her since the reading, but I'm sure she was so excited this morning.
Well, I hope that she listens to me because she's lovely. She deserves to be happy and be in a relationship and
absolutely
and have somebody really appreciate her.
Yeah, she does. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't want to get into it, but because it's her reading, but that's enough.
Right.
For me to say. I already said too much. Okay.
That's okay. No, you haven't.
Okay. So when I read for people, and this goes for everybody that I read for, I never remember what I say in the readings. It comes through, not from me. So, did you have a question for me?
Well, I just wanted to, because we talked recently, but I just wanted to know
if what?
It was more about advice, like any other advice that you
Okay,
would have
so
for me.
so, my right hand started to itch. When my right hand itches, that means money's coming. So, do you have a business or are you in charge of a business?
Yes,
Do you
yes,
do you own the business?
yes. I own the business.
Mm-hmm. Are you a realtor or no?
Yes, I own a real estate company.
You are a realtor. Okay. I wasn't sure what you
Yes.
did. Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like, do you have a sale coming up soon? Because my hand's itching. You've got money coming.
Well, hopefully we have money coming. The market is a little different right now. It's a little more complicated.
Yeah, but I feel like the interest rates will go down, and I feel like
Hmm.
maybe prices will go down a bit, and that it'll kick in again.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I feel like you just need to be patient.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. That's
And
what I try to keep everything going with the agents, but yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
I
but
think we're going to have to wait it out.
I feel like you might get rid of someone. Did you recently get rid of someone?
No. Um Not recently.
Okay. Are you thinking is
I'd
someone
like to
else?
get a couple more in.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, there might be someone who has to take time off or something. I don't know. Maybe not get rid of them, but
Okay.
take time off. But I do feel you'll get new people in. I feel like you'll get new people in.
Okay.
Who is there
Oh,
an M?
good.
Is there an M or an S person that works with you?
Yes.
Which is
Mhm.
it? Which letter, an M or an S?
Um well, I have an S. I actually have both. I'm just thinking about now. I have an M who is one of our agents, and I also have two S's.
Is there one
Three S's. I have three S's.
okay, but is the M spelled M-I or M-A?
MA.
Is it like M-A-R or M-A
Yes.
like
MAR.
okay. And then the S, is there an S-T or S-H?
Yes, there is an ST.
Like is that a male?
A female.
Is it a Stephanie?
No, Stacy.
Oh, Stacy. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I feel like some of these people are going to start doing, I don't know, I just think that you just need to be patient and it'll come around. And is there another female with an S
Yes.
with an N in it? Is there an
There's
N?
another.
Is there an N in her
There's
name?
an SU.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Susan.
it's an N.
Is there a Susan?
Yes, Suzanne.
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 Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the people that work for you trust you.
Yes. I hope so.
Yeah, and
They
that
should. Yeah.
it's a very uh kind of cozy place to work where
Yes.
where people are supported by each other. It's got a great environment. They always say in business that the energy always starts from the top. And
Right.
I feel like you are, that you allow this to happen. You allow this to come about. Who do you have anyone around you? I don't know that this is business or not. Is there an Ed or Edward?
Hmm. Um. Not off the top of my head.
Okay,
No.
or is there an E or D person?
um. Yes, there is a D.
Is that a male, the D?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it
Last name is D.
last name's D? Okay, and is this somebody that works with you or is this personal?
Just works with us. As he's not. He's attached as a lender. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think that he works with money. I feel like he'll be,
Yes, he does.
yeah, I feel like he's going to be helpful to you as well. I think that there'll be opportunities to do business where maybe they'll be more lenient about giving money,
Mm-hmm.
more lenient about
Okay.
borrowing money. And do you have, I don't know. I've never been to Williamsburg, but are you near water at all?
Yeah, lots
Is
of
it,
water. Mm-hmm.
what is this, a lake, an ocean? What is this?
We have the James River, and we're near Virginia Beach,
Oh, you're near
and
Virginia Beach.
there are
Okay.
also lots of creeks.
Yeah, because I feel like you're, and is your territory the water, by the water or near the water?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have a lot by the water, the James
Yeah,
River,
I feel
Chickahominy
like that.
River. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like this is going, and do you also do things where people rent things out?
Yeah,
Like they're landlords
yeah,
and they
we
rent
do.
things out?
Yeah,
Like,
we actually have 2 property managers. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I see that. I see that, and I think they're raising the rent.
Yeah, the rental prices haven't really gone down that much. That's
Yeah,
true.
I feel like they're raising the rent, but yeah, I feel like it's just be patient. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
just I'm not a pessimist. I'm actually a real optimist, but I because of
Right.
what's going on in our world, I do feel like there will be places that will have terrorist attacks, like New York,
Mm-hmm.
California.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there'll be different places, but I feel like where you are is a safe place.
Yes, I hope it is. I feel like it is.
Yeah, I
These
feel like
days, I
people
think
will want to
everybody's a
gather
little
there.
nervous. Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Right,
much
right.
for calling. I so appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Char. I really appreciate all of your
Wait,
advice
wait, I
and
have a
for
question.
selecting me for
Did,
reading.
did your husband pass away?
Yes,
He's
yes.
here.
And you
Oh,
actually, yes.
your husband's here. Did I
And
pick up on him? I don't remember because I don't remember what I say.
oh, okay. No, and he's there now.
Yeah,
Okay.
your husband's
He
here,
just,
and
yeah.
he's saying he's watching over you, and he's saying you're thinking of not doing Christmas, but he's thinking maybe you should do Christmas.
Oh,
Is
that's
that
so
true?
sweet. Well, I was just going to volunteer somewhere on Christmas Day.
Yeah, he's saying do something for Christmas.
Yeah,
And he definitely is with you.
that's very sweet.
And then he's showing me a J or G person, but I don't know who that is.
A J or a G?
Yeah, is
Hmm.
that his father? I don't know who that is.
Um,
Is that a middle name?
um,
Is that a middle name?
no, you mean related to him?
Yeah, or his middle name a J or G or
Um, oh, yeah, last name is a G. Mm-hmm.
your last name's a G. Okay, that's it. That's what he's showing me. That he's just
Yeah.
validating that it's him. And just know you're not alone.
Oh, oh, that's so sweet.
Just know
Oh,
you're not alone
I
and
love
that
him so much.
he loves you too, and he'll always be watching over you. And one day you'll have a great reunion, but you're not going anywhere right now. You got houses to sell and properties to sell,
Right.
whatever. Okay, thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Char. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
God bless
Bye-bye.
you. Be well. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
She got houses to sell for a while.
Yeah, wow, he like popped in my head.
He's like, wait a minute, I'm not done.
Yeah, wait a minute, don't let her go without telling her I love her.
That's sweet.
I really don't remember what I do in my readings or say in my readings. I really don't. It's crazy.
Psychic
Well, it's nice
amnesia.
of her that she got through.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get another caller in.
Okay, how about here's a California number 760.
Oh, that's a desert.
So you are on the air with Char.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, this is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Do I know you?
I am Sylvia's daughter, and we have met once before.
Oh
A
my
long time ago,
God.
we were on your show, and before any of us met you, we saw you in Encinitas at a community church.
Oh,
And it
right.
happened to be on an evening after I had turned in, I raised service dogs for volunteering, and it happened to be the evening of turning in one of my dogs. So, so I always remember that very fondly.
Oh, God bless you. Wow. Wait. So Sylvia, whose sister's Barbara?
Yep,
So Barbara's your aunt.
she is.
Oh, okay. Well, it's so nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you too.
So who had a health scare? Did your mom or your dad have a health scare?
My mom has had a couple bouts
Of cancer?
with breast cancer.
Cancer? Is she okay now?
And
though?
and my sister as well.
Yeah, I feel like she's
And
okay now.
yes,
Go
they
ahead.
are both doing great.
Yep, I feel like.
And
Mhm.
this year, a friend of mine that I also raised the service dogs with had a stroke last December, which has changed a lot. Has changed an awful lot.
Oh, that's hard.
Yes.
Is there another S or C person besides your mom? Oh, I know who I'm getting. I know who I'm getting.
Who?
I'm getting your great aunt Sylvia.
Oh my goodness.
That's who I think is here.
Well, her birthday was last Friday.
That's
She
probably
shares a birthday with my mom. They were born on this. They have the same birthday, not obviously
Yeah.
born on the same day, but
wow.
yeah.
So, well, happy birthday to both of them. But I feel like one of the girls, she likes the fact that somebody bought her house. One of the girls must have bought her house. Like, did Barb buy her house or Sylvia buy her house?
That is kind of all still in process, but yes, my aunt Barb will probably buy the house.
Yeah, I feel she's
It
saying
was, a place that she went, when she was growing up, and
yeah.
has great sentimental value to
Yeah.
all of the nieces.
She's saying it will happen. She's saying it will happen.
Good.
Yeah, it'll all work out where the house will stay in the family.
Good.
Yeah. Wow. And then did you say you work with leader dogs? You work with, what did you say?
I'm a volunteer outside of my regular job that I work during the week. I'm a volunteer puppy raiser for Canine Companions for Independence.
That is so amazing. That is so special.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah.
To be able to change somebody's life. We get the puppies at 8 weeks old and raise them until they're 18 to 20 months, and then they go into professional training. But to be able to hand that leash over when they're actually matched with somebody is, certainly my life's work.
That's incredible. You have an incredible family. Who is the L or EL?
L. Elle would be the person that I raised my 5 dogs with. That is my friend that had a stroke.
Is she L with an R in it, or an S, or an N?
Her name is Linda, so there's
L
an N
with
in
an
there.
N. L with an N in it. Linda. Okay.
Yep. Middle initial is S.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So I feel like you're being helpful to her, though.
I have quite a bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think did they get help in for her? Did they get somebody to help her?
She kind of wants to do things on her own.
Mm-hmm. I
But
feel like she maybe she's not the same as you said before, but I feel like, does she do any holistic healing stuff for herself?
no, she doesn't really. She doesn't really believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
She, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like she is doing better. I don't know that she'll get back to being normal, but she is doing better, and I think you're a godsend to her.
Well, it's you always try to do the right thing, for sure.
As long as her attitude is good, she can get better. Well, I don't know totally better, but it will help her.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah. What's weak? Like, is one side weak? One side of her weak?
Yes.
Like her right side's weak? Mm-hmm. Is that it? Or her left side's weak? Like her arm or her side, the side of her seems weak.
Yes. Yeah.
Does she use a walker?
She has been definitely using a walker because she just had knee surgery. Yeah. On top of everything else. So yeah, she's been using a walker just recently.
God bless her. She's a survivor. She's a survivor.
Yes, for sure.
I feel like she should be in the water. I feel like she should do water things. If there's a community center or something with water, I think that would be healing for her.
Yes. I will tell her that.
If she'll do it. Anyway, it's so nice to meet you and talk to you, or talk to you again. I guess I met you and didn't realize it.
It was nice to talk to you as well. I know my mom was on hold. She's probably jumping up and down.
Yes, send your mom my love, and your aunt, and the whole gang.
I will. I see you petting your puppy.
Yeah,
on
I am.
Screen.
He's saying, "Mommy, it's really bedtime, and I don't understand why you're still doing this." Take good care.
Thank you so much. Oh, look at his smile.
He's so happy. I love that you work with animals. Keep up your good work. It's a blessing.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's been a dog-filled evening. Spirit guide dogs and people working with dogs. It's it brings the energy together. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight and for listening to Char Vision. And I want to thank Heather Leigh Strom, and don't forget to get her book, Canine Spirit Guides. And Tony, thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
And, I'll see you guys next week, and I'll be on the West Coast. So,
are you going to dress up in a costume?
Is it Halloween next Friday?
Well, no, but it's the Friday before Halloween.
When's Halloween?
Tuesday, a week from Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I think I'm invited to like something in the desert. I don't know. Ooh. I got to find out. I'm invited to a Halloween party. I don't know. Am I dressing up? Once I went to a Halloween party and I took one of my books and I walked around as Char the Psychic. Oh God. Okay. take care of yourself, Tony, and everybody at home. Take care of yourselves. Keep yourselves in the white light and the Mirdag. And let's pray for our country and pray for our world for peace. Be well, take good care, and remember that intuition will take you places logic never could. Bye-bye.
Bye.